Okay, welcome CIS 120 Cochise College students. We're working on the Access project now. Part 1 involves creating tables and forms. We'll be creating a second table for our Dream Cruises Hawaii Foundation. We've got one table that is already there that contains information on donors, corporate donors that gave money to us. Go ahead and close it down. We're going to create a new table. Okay, create over to table, and we'll actually do this in design view. So I'll click on the little design view button. We're going to call this new table recipient plural and hit OK. Now we're into design view here. We're going to create 4 different fields. Each field is going to have different attributes. So ID is okay, auto number is okay, it'll automatically number our recipients. The second field, as you can see on the instructions, recipient name. The text data type is going to be text, and the field size will be 20. We want to restrict it to 20 characters long. The third field, amount dispersed. The data type will be currency, as you can imagine. We could specify the decimal places, but we won't do that this time. However, we will insert a validation rule that says greater than $4,999. Our minimum award is $5,000, so the validation rule should not allow any values less than $5,000. So a little tricky there, I know, but that's going to be our field property for the amount dispersed. Last field is going to be phone number. The data type will be text because we'll be using an input mask here. We'll click on those 3 dots. We'll save the table. And the input mask is going to be the first option. We could go through all of the options here. We will not. We'll just hit finish. And Microsoft Access will format this as a phone number. Okay, so at this point we'll go ahead back into datasheet view. We'll save the table. I'll expand the fields so that you can see them, and what we'll do here is we could enter data just like we do in Excel in this datasheet view, but rather than do that, we're going to create a form so that employees would have an easy to use interface to the new recipients table. So we'll go ahead and click create, and Access makes it pretty easy to do this. I'm just going to hit form, and that's going to bring us into layout view, and we could actually rearrange the fields if we wanted to. So amount dispersed could be down at the bottom, phone number should be down at the bottom. Everything looks good at this point, so rather than move anything around, we'll actually jump right into form view, and you'll see some navigation tabs down at the bottom. The next step is you're going to enter 5 records into this table. Okay, so the first one is going to be your information. So I'll type in my information. I'll say 5,000 at this point. Whoa, 50,000. 5,000. And at this point, if I were to enter anything less than 5,000, it should give me an error message basically that says, hey, our minimum award is $5,000. Phone number should be formatted exactly as you see. Okay, so everything looks like it's going well. I just hit the tab key, and now I'm on the second record. So the project requires you to enter 5 individual records. Once you've done that, you can go ahead and save the database and then move on to part 2.